I figured out my next project. It's one that I've been wanting to do for a little while now, and finally it is at the place where I can begin to do my transformation. So let me turn you around here and show you what I'm talking about. I'm talking about my daughter's old bedroom, aka my son's old bedroom. So this room is in dire need of a makeover, or not so much a makeover, but it needs to be just decorated. So the walls need it repaired, so you can see all the little spatches of, repair work. My husband did all that, filled in all the holes, and there were a lot of them. So now it is time to paint this room. The color is going to be the same color. This is it's linen from Sherwin-Williams. I'm keeping it the same because all the bedrooms, spare rooms in this house are this color, and I want to keep it kind of uniform. But this is going to be my office area. So I'm going to move my desk in from the other room, place it here because the lighting in this room is amazing. Can you see Kelly enjoys the lighting as well? But the lighting is so much better in here, and I think whenever I'm, doing my Bible studies or reading my devotionals or even editing videos, it'll be so much nicer to do that in this bright, cheerful room. So as you can see, I have it mostly cleared out. Have the paint ready to go. Just a few, tools that we needed. An extra box to put stuff in as I declutter. This shelf, I just put this in there, which I will have to move it. It's not officially decorated, but I had this little bookshelf in the garage, just out there. And so I decided to bring it in here, and I will use it for displaying extra home decor pieces, like the extra books that I have down there that I'm not, I rotate those out based on color and season. So that'll be updated and, made much prettier. But this, it's not going to be, an amazing before and after because the color's staying the same. But take a good look. All those spotches, all those, filled in spots will be gone. It'll be a nice fresh coat of paint. And then hopefully I can decorate it and make it look, prettier in here. More pleasant to be in. Oh, and here is the room completely painted. Look, all the scuff marks are gone. All the patch marks are now painted. It's looking good. So now I just need to move my desk in here. My desk is actually a table, and so I'm thinking of putting it right here in the center of the floor, like an actual table, like you would for a dining room table. That way I can access it from all sides. I have my bookshelf. I need to fix that. You know, it's not decorated. Things are just sitting on there. You know, put the paint supplies away. As you can see, we still need to get the electrical boxes put back on and the covers put back on. And then over here, everything is nice and patched, and the paint came out perfect. So it's the same color, like I said. We were able to go to Sherwin-Williams. This is a Sherwin-Williams color. And it's called linen. It's an older color. So we've had this color. I haven't painted any of the rooms in my house since we moved in, and that was 12 years ago. But he was able, it took us a little bit, but he was able to get the number off the paint can that we took. At first I don't know if he seemed like he was kind of new at the job. So he wasn't quite sure around here. So he wasn't quite sure what numbers to look at for the paint color, but he did find it. And so we, you know, have the color, and you can see, you know, my ceilings are also painted the same color. I love the way it looks. And so I definitely did not want to have to paint the ceiling as well, because there wasn't anything wrong with it. So it was really important to get this color done correctly. I didn't want to just do a color match. I actually wanted the actual paint with the correct formula, and we were able to get it. So that's great. So now the other rooms in my house, the other bedrooms and our bathrooms are all painted the same linen color. So now I'll be able to touch those up, you know, without having to paint everything in the house. So that'll be nice as well. So the next thing I want to do is move the table in. I have a hutch that I want to bring in here and use for display, you know, to kind of keep, it's for storage more so than display. I'll display on it, but mostly want to get that brought in here for storage and make it look pretty, because for one, it's out in the garage and I want to use it. It's an old hutch that I had gotten from, it was actually in a female pastor from a church that I used to attend. She is the one who founded that church, and this piece was left in the parsonage, and so I didn't want it just to be, you know, handed away, and so I was able to get that and bring it here to my home, and I just cherish it so much. So I want to put that in here, get it out of my garage, decorate it up and make it pretty, and use that for storage. So yeah, I got my work cut out for me, but I'm here for it. I'm not going to do a whole lot in here because we are planning on building this year, and so I don't want to, you know, I want to keep this in a way so that it'll be easy to move out without having to do any more paint patching. I will hang pictures, of course, but again, it's going to be minimal decorations in here. Well, minimal for me, probably. Might be, you know, maximal for some of you, but you know what? I'm excited to at least have this room cleaned up and ready to go, and fresh paint. And now I can just come in here, put my table in here, sit at my desk. I like to do my Bible studies. I also preach and as guest preacher at some churches. And so this will give me a chance to just be able to have a nice, quiet, peaceful place just for that type of work as well. So let's see what else I can do in here and get this organized and put away so that I can, you know, feel at ease with this room. I did stop at the cat rescue yesterday. My husband and I, we had actually had some canned cat food that we wanted to donate to the cat rescue for all the kitties. But I did, you know, I'm not going to go anywhere near that place and not go in and take a look around. So we were there right when it first opened. So that's about as good of an opportunity to get first dibs on some things. But I did manage to get a couple of things. And let me just share you this, you know, quick little thrift haul. So the first thing was this little bookmark. Isn't that cute? So bright and cheerful, springy. It's like a felt with a cute little bead. Isn't that cute? Embroidered. It's cute. I love to read, so this is great to put in my books. Okay, these next two items, I was really excited about. You know, the best thing about thrifting is you never know what you're going to find. You are just never going to know. But I found two other great items, and I didn't even spend $2 at the thrift store. So the bookmark didn't have a price on. I'm not sure how much it was. I'm guessing maybe 50 cents. I couldn't have been much more than that. I don't know. But the next thing I got was this beautiful plate. Like a Betsy Ross. It's the Liberty Blue Historic Colonial Scenes Betsy Ross, made in England. The stamp on it. That is so pretty. So I don't know. It just keeps, you know, sort of keeps finding these great little things like this for Independence Day. I keep thinking for, you know, my red, white, and blue summer decor. You know, I found that bust of George Washington, that Betsy Ross plate. I have that pig, you know, that pig mug. You know, he's like Revolution dress, era dress, and so I'm just really starting to see this all come together, and I'm kind of getting excited to decorate for the summer, you know, with patriotic theme, especially because of this next find. This. Look at these napkin holders, the little pigs. Now, won't they look so cute with that mug? Let me get that mug and just show you what I'm talking about in case you don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, this is the mug I'm talking about. It's a McCoy, I think it's a McCoy piece. It's definitely a vintage piece. It's a pitcher, creamer, but it is so cute. And I imagine it with some old flags or some coffee stained flags sticking out of this. But even with this, with that as a centerpiece, with these little pig napkins with some patriotic looking, maybe some old coffee stained napkins. Isn't that going to be just so cute? I mean, I don't know what it is about the pigs, but I'm finding these, you know, kitchenware pieces, these, you know, servingware and dinnerware pieces with those on it, and I'm just going with it. I'm having so much fun. The only bad thing, there was only two of these napkin rings, and I paid 50 cents. I think he charged me 50 cents each, which still is a good deal. But, so cute. I'm gonna have fun with that. I'm gonna have fun decorating, and then this just sitting there with it. Oh man. Yep, I'm excited for summer decor, which, by the way, I'm gonna need to do that soon, because here Easter is like this weekend coming up, and then, you know, May will be right around the corner, and that is prime time patriotic summer decor for us. I mean, the weather is just like, today is the first day in a couple of weeks where we actually have sunshine, actually see the blue sky, we can see the sun shining. It's been really rough here with, you know, the clouds and stuff. So today I feel a lot better because of some fresh air and sunshine. It's just amazing for me. So now I'm feeling like I really am getting ready for summer now. But I'll be working on the bedroom, my office, and I'll be switching over to summer, here soon, and I'll be able to get outside and, you know, do some on the front porch and even on our back deck, some decorating. And we will be breaking ground this summer as well. So it's going to be busy. It's going to be a busy season for us here at the Faithful Decorator, but I'm here for it. And I want to thank you so much for joining me. If you want to keep up to with, you know, what I have going on, you know, make sure you subscribe, and you can hit notifications if you'd like. You know, if you could just give me a thumbs up, it doesn't cost you anything. It's just so easy. Just tap that thumbs up. Helps me get my videos out there into the algorithm a little bit better, and I appreciate it. You don't have to do any of those things, and so I love just sharing, you know, decorating tips and what I'm up to with you all, and I thank you so much for joining me. Hey, have a great day. You are blessed and you are highly favored.